Meanwhile, the White House has agreed to give Poland missile defense shield technology, something on Russian general says, quote, cannot go unpunished. Well, U.S.-Russian relations are pretty strained, to say the least. Simon Marks is the president and chief correspondent of Feature Story News. Thank you, Simon, for talking to us.
You bet, Julie.
Russians, are obviously calling for a ceasefire. The president's saying that it's time to end this thing, but at the same time that they're actually putting more security forces in Georgia. So kind of talking out of both sides of their mouth. I mean, have the Russians proven that we can't trust them?
I think you're seeing completely mixed messages from the Russians. The two Russians in case being President Dmitry Medvedev, who has been talking up this ceasefire and withdrawal of forces, and Prime Minister Vladimir Putin, the former president of Russia, who's clearly still the power in the land. He's been giving all the major orders over the course of the past week, and he has been offering the world much more bellicose rhetoric than the man who's supposed to be running the country, Dmitry Medvedev.
Yeah.
So this is a very difficult conundrum for U.S. policymakers and European policymakers to try and come to grips with.
I mean, are we back to the old U.S.-Soviet-style Cold War relations with them? I mean, would you say we're in a new possible Cold War with Russia?
I think, Julie, we are certainly in a new phase, a demonstrably new phase of the relationship between Washington, D.C. and Moscow. Certainly, we haven't seen chillier rhetoric since the dissolution of the Soviet